Hey guys, it's Tuesday, November 19th. I had my workout stream and edited the vlog. That edit took a very long time because I had all that real-time footage of me packaging Harrison's order. I filmed the whole process, so trying to sift through that and decide what I wanted to include took quite a while. But now I'm good to continue on with some other stuff. I want to attempt what I was working on last night again, just with different papers, different setup, different lighting. What I'm trying to do is create a new video type where art is revealed in a different way. So instead of a speed paint, it's like me painting on the page and the finished illustration is revealing itself. It's kind of like how you see people on social media with digital art. They'll have the sketch layer on top of the color layer and they erase the sketch and it reveals the color layer underneath. It's kind of like that, but done traditionally. It's probably been done before. I'm probably not the first person to do it, but I just want to try this out, and that is why I got this paint, the green paint. It's not as opaque as I would like, though. It's very streaky. I tried a couple different ways last night, so this one was with the paint thicker, but you can see it's still not very consistent coverage. And I can get all that green out in editing, but it makes the edges very fuzzy and jittery. Like it looks like it's moving and just doesn't look good. Here I tried with a thinner layer so that the color is more consistent, but it still wasn't ideal. And you get a lot of this here where the paint is thin. This is watercolor paper though, so it's textured. So I'm gonna attempt maybe on some cardstock. I just don't know if that's gonna warp too much. I could also use different paint. Wait, it says transparent right there. So I might need different paint. Another struggle is that the paint is wet and so it's very reflective. So trying to get the right setup where there's not just a bunch of glare is very difficult. Baby, so cute. Oh, really? Doing the little wiggle dance? Showing off for the camera? One thing I have to do is cover up this metal because it's reflective, and as I paint, it reflects the green, and so that part of the brush disappears. This is gonna look stupid, but I don't really have a choice. I could use a cute washi tape, as long as it's not a reflective one. My nails are reflective, which is a bit of a problem because it has this glittery stuff on it. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna try out this cardstock because it's smooth, and I'm gonna try the same green paint, and I'm gonna try this dollar store paint. Yeah, it's just not thick at all. Look how much of the white of the paper shows through compared to that. Yikes. I didn't even realize you could get transparent green. It was the only vibrant green screen sort of green, but you don't actually need to use this shade of green. You can technically use any color. Blue is the second most common, so I will try to do that, I guess. I mean, if this dollar store paint does work, then that would be nice. I can try other liquid text paint too, like look for one that's not transparent. I think this is clogged. Okay, here we go. This is still a little thin, but it's way better than that green. I just don't have a whole lot of this, so either I need to go to the dollar store and get more, or go to Michael's for something a little fancier. Look at that coverage. Whoa. I'm going to show you an example of the effect I'm going for with this green screen thing. So this first one was done in Davinci Resolve. I couldn't get as good of results compared to Premiere Pro, but I already canceled Premiere Pro, and I'm not sure how many more days I'll have access to it, but the edges are bubbling, and you can see the paintbrush disappearing where it's reflective. So yeah, it's not the best, but this is the type of reveal I'm going for, is something like this. I think it's just so cool. This is unedited, just the raw footage, but it's kind of neat. And then I did it again with Premiere Pro, and it turned out a little bit better. But yeah, there's jitteries on the side. I would have to fix that. But the edges are just not clean. Like, it looks all artificial and weird. And I think that is just because the paint was thinning out so much. See, sometimes we get a nice clean edge like that. So I would need to play around with how I apply the paint and stuff like that. But yeah, this was the test. And then I was playing around with the lighting here. Because like I said, I was getting a lot of glare with the paint, which made it a bit tricky. Just different settings. Nothing really worked. I think I'd have to tilt the artwork up if I don't want any glare, or just minimal glare, which is why I would need the desktop easel. Oh, another thing is, towards the end, I wasn't really caring about getting paint on the bristles, because if you have green paint on the tips of your bristles will disappear too. So I was trying to keep all the green paint on the underside of the brush, but then towards the end of my testing, I just didn't care anymore, and I was just letting it go. This is me trying the thin application of paint. And yeah, it's a little interesting. It doesn't quite work right. But you get the idea of the kind of effect I'm going for, where it slowly reveals the artwork. Yeah, here's where there's green all over the bristles. Oh, and I didn't have the paper tape down on this one, so it slid. It's kind of funny. Here I actually pick up the paper. That looks so weird. That's the type of effect I'm going for, and I'm gonna go get some other paint. So yeah, I'm gonna run out, get some cat food, get some other paint that is not transparent. I apologize for the hairy legs, but I still have the mark from where I hit my shin the last time I went to Michael's. Let's not do that again. Okay. I don't trust the neon green now. This is a different brand. This is Artist Loft. It doesn't say transparent. Wait. No, it does. Why? Why? Light green permanent. I don't see transparent anywhere on this one. A big tub would be more worth my money. Wait, that's light green. What is this one? Oh, that is the same color. It looks a little bit different. But at the same time, if it doesn't end up working, then... It says opaque on it specifically. Okay. And I can use a coupon. Ooh. Well, I think that's all I need here, so I can go. Okay, that was a pretty quick trip. I got the cat food before I even went into Michael's, so I guess it's time to head home. I grabbed some new cat toys for the kitties. They were buy two, get one free, and I was eyeing up a couple of them, so I went for it. So these are the toys. I was looking for mice that rattle. It's a different rattle than they're used to, but hopefully they like these. And then this is one you can stuff with catnip. And then this is a little bug that moves around. And these are new toys. She's already going at it. I just went to get the tripod for my camera. Wait, let me open it for you. Oh yeah, it does. It says it includes silver vine. You like your new toy, Kiki? Okay, let me... Well, the packaging is correct, I guess. It drives me wild. Okay, hold on. Oh, okay. Here, let me get it for you. Oh. Come here. No, come here. Come here. You want this? You just want the cardboard? Kiki, sniff this. Sniff it, sniff it, sniff it. Here. So cute. So cute. Oh, by the way, here's all the pin stuff I did last night. So I did these guys in here, and then I was doing the trees. So they're graded, so these are A grades sitting here, and these are B grades. I just need to put those on backings. So there are 100 of those ones done, and then 100 of these, which are partially done. I didn't have the best A to B ratio for Gingies, and there's already 7 C grades, even though I've only opened one pack of 100. There's 4 total. No, 5. I ordered 500. There's already 7 C grades. That's so many. I mean, some of them could maybe be B grades, but I just demoted them to C grade. I'll let them play with these new mousy toys before I introduce the other ones. Just let them get some use out of it. Kiki. She keeps trying to go after the food. You have food in your dish right now, the exact same food. This is why we have to keep it under here. There's no room for 2 of them right now. We'll have to put that somewhere else. So little bibs don't chew it in the middle of the night. So I ended up picking up a new brush just because this one has brown bristles instead. So I'm curious to see how that goes, because the white one gets stained based on what color you're using. So I figured I would try this out. This is still reflective though, so I'm still gonna have to cover it. I was looking at my washi tapes and they're all either really reflective or they have turquoise in them, which is a little too similar to green. Then I have this masking tape, which is no good, obviously. And then this stuff. So we're gonna wrap this one with the ugly stuff too. That looks so stupid. It looks like I'm trying to hold it together, like it's falling apart. Okay. I don't want that blue spot there. Oh my god. Woohoo! There's a couple dots here too. It's close enough in color. Okay. Oh shoot, I got some of that pink Posca on the tip of my paper. Counteract it with white Posca. Such a good investment. Woo! I'm undecided as to whether or not I want the pile of green paint visible in the video, because I think it'd be cool to have a little dish, and then I have some kind of animated swirling galaxy or something underneath it, so it looks like I'm dipping into galaxy paint and then start painting. I think that'd be really cool. First I'm going to do a clean one though. Test commencing. It's recording. I have to make sure to only get green on one side of the brush. It's very difficult because you want to grab a large quantity, right? Ooh, see, when it starts to get streaky, that's when it's questionable. You kind of want the edges to be very crisp, but at the same time, if you can capture some of that paint texture, then it's gonna look cooler. It's just that I'm struggling to successfully key it out. Oh shoot, no, the bristles split. See, like this? We can't have that. Whatever, I'm gonna continue just so we know how this paint looks. It's looking pretty reflective. If it's held up at an angle like this, it's less reflective. But then it's at a weird angle for the camera. And if I set up a camera differently, then that's not going to be the angle that gets no glare necessarily. Like, it's all weird. Oh, shoot. Making a mess of this. I can still bring this into my programs and see if this green is any better. Probably. It's much more opaque. It's just the edges that scare me a bit. Plus, the bristles on my brush are going to be invisible. This red brush might actually be better because the bristles are thicker, so it doesn't splay as easily as this one did. Like, the paint got right through that real quick because this is pretty thin. The thing is, though, you can see streaks. Like, wow, I can see so many streaks on the screen, but in real life, I can't see that many. It must just be my angle that I'm viewing it on. Like, I can tell it's streaky, but it looks way more solid color in real life. So I attempted a different filming method, but it's getting out of control because I can't just move stuff around every time I want to film one of these. I mean I can, it's just, it's getting to be a bit much. I was trying a vertical method, but it has just as much glare on camera as the other method. It's just doing face down. And I hate how mucked up the background is around here. It's nice being flat on the table. So I think flat is my best bet. Also, I was watching a ton of videos about how to do green screen stuff in Davinci Resolve and trying different methods, like with Fusion, without, and just, you know, everyone has their own technique and tips and tricks. So I followed several of those, but none of them look as good as Premiere Pro. So if I want to do this, I'm going to have to keep my Premiere Pro subscription. I mean, it might be good to at least keep it for now while I get more used to Davinci Resolve, but the green screen stuff is just so much nicer. Like, it feels like there's more controls for it in Davinci Resolve, but the end result is just icky, and it always has the jittery edges, or it just, I don't know, it just doesn't look good. So Premiere Pro wins, I guess, for that. It actually worked out really well with what I had, like this here. The only part it struggled with was that squiggly line where it got all thin, but that was the test to see how it would handle those little green bits. So I just have to try my best to do thick paint strokes like up in here, and it will key out very nicely. This bug toy is really loud. Yeah, get the bug. Maybe I should have got one of the realistic ones. There was a cockroach, and it was gross. I'm just gonna shut everything off in here. And tomorrow I have the creative stream. I should actually put my desk back in preparation for that, so I'm not scrambling in the morning. I'll be pin grading during the stream, and then I will attempt one of those green screen videos. I just don't know how to do them because I feel like they're nice and digestible if it's just the brushing of the green stuff and it reveals the art at the end. But then I'm thinking, well, is that format better for Instagram or Twitter? But on YouTube, there should either be a compilation with several pieces of art, or it's the reveal at the beginning for the first minute or however long it takes, and then it switches to speed paint. But then is that too spoilery? Is that too much? I don't really like the idea of doing multiples in one video if it's old art, and there's no way I'm going to do like 10 drawings for one video unless they're all simple. So I don't know how I want it to work. I think for the first one it's just going to be the magic reveal. What's he doing now? I like that it doesn't have a wheel, so it doesn't get caught in their fur or anything. It just vibrates. Should I stick some fuzz on it? Where can I get some fuzz? I mean, I could brush them and then glue their fur on it. Whoa! Are you ready, Mush? At least if it gets stuck under a piece of furniture, you'd be able to hear it and know where it is. Uh-oh. Is it under the couch? Oh no, it's right there. It's right here. There's a huge vent under there that it could fall down. It crawled out on its own. Huzzah! We have a furnace vent, but it's not like these metal ones. It's like holes cut in the hardwood. That would have gone straight down there. Straight down the hole. It's going after me, pins! This bug's trying to eat my ginger bun cookies. Didn't like that, Kiki? I think I should brush the cats and then glue a chunk of their fur on it. Then they'd really like it because it'd be all fuzzy. Okay, pin time. I forgot I also have these, which I graded in a previous stream, so I can put those in their backings. Christian made us some tea. Did you say it was called Tropical Crush?
Caribbean Crush.
Oh, Caribbean Crush. It's just very fruity and delicious.
It's way too far away.
We have a laundry.
I'm done. I'm really done with making do. I'm sure Todd can find us an amazing home.
It's gonna be fantastic.
On your way.
And that's a lot of space.
These people
So I've
are
watched
ridiculous. I
some,
love
like,
that. Everything's organized.
Love Roller State,
what to do. It's
US
just
and like Australia as well.
So let's break this down. This is a well-kept house on a big lot, quiet neighborhood, beautiful street. Why would anyone want to move?
What Mike and Monique need is an entertainer's dream. And the fact that kids aren't really an issue, all I have to focus on is open concept, a beautiful renovation, and making sure that they've got a budget to make it happen.
Kiki, the poor villagers. They're being terrorized by a giant beast. Time for the voice. I don't want anyone to go home. Can they all win? I thought I was filming Minna being so cute on the rug. She was rolling on the rug, playing with her toy, and then Christian just ripped the loudest fart. And I was like, excuse me, I'm filming. Then I was like, wait, I'm not filming. No! The Minna cuteness. Well, it's recorded in my brain. Redemption. More cute Minna clips.
I'm swamped right now. You're just staring into space.
Precious baby.
I'm trying to move that pencil. This one? It worked! It comes with a roommate who is a freak. I mean, look at this. Wanted. Female roommate, non-smoker, non-ugly. Room 2 bath, must be non-smoker, Satan worshippers okay. Yeah, but it's on the ground.
Oh,
I saw it.
update. It's later in the night, and wow, that looks really dark on camera. I swear there are other lights on. It's this odd light making things look harsh. So this is a tree. I don't think I showed it before, but this whole bottom section of green was missing the green. They just didn't fill the enamel. So that was basically non-sellable. Like, that's worse than a C grade. If there's places missing enamel, I do make it C grade, but it was just such a big area that I could not. But I colored it in with Posca pens, and then what I'm gonna do is put my gel polish top coat on it and cure it under the UV light, and then it can still be a C grade, I think. And if it doesn't really work out, then I'll just keep it. But it was a fun experiment. I used these two Posca pens, just mixed them in there, and the color match is pretty decent. We'll see how it looks once I add a top coat. I'm not going to bother with that tonight though. So here's what I have. The bottom row of this one is tightly packed like these are. The top row I can't pack them as tight because they're going to start to fall out the front. And I need them to be roughly flush with the top of the bin. They can be a little bit taller but not much, so they need to lean back. I probably actually overstuffed this side. Otherwise the bins will not fit on my shelves. So that's where we're at with pins. I need to make a lot more progress if I'm gonna have these all done by the end of the month. I don't have a specific date chosen yet to sell them, but I'm aiming for Saturday the 30th of November. I just want them out before the end of the month, and I want a Saturday release this time. A weekend release is the worst for me, but it works out for other people who want to have a better chance of being able to buy something. Because during the week, more people are at work or in school, so it'll make it easier for people to buy stuff. Hey, Mush? I'm getting pretty tired, though. I should head to bed. I've got my stream in the morning where I will continue to work on this. That makes me feel a bit better because I feel like I should keep working on it. And I'm like, Baylee, no, you should go to bed. The stream is more pin stuff, so just go to bed. So, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next vlog.